Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media. And actually for the past few weeks, we haven't been doing an unseen on a Sunday because it's actually been really quiet on Sundays. And today isn't too different to that, but there's just enough here to kind of warrant an episode, right? So maybe not as big as a normal episode, but still plenty of interesting stuff for us to take a look at. It has been announced. There was a little video from Adam Pearce, which I'm not going to bother playing because most of the stuff in there we already knew. But there was an announcement from Adam Pearce, just previewing Raw, that Penta is going to be taking on Bron Breakker on Raw this week. And don't forget, Raw this week is going to be early because it's going to be in Glasgow. So I think it airs 8 p.m. UK time, which I think is 4 p.m. Eastern time. So again, don't get caught out by that. It is early once again. And here we go, WWE announcing Bron Breakker versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. So that hadn't been announced before today. So that was quite the update. So Christopher, thank you. And Jason Baker posting this, right? Little video here. It's an image that's got like a filter over the top. This only dropped an hour ago. Time may be a flat red circle, but here it's a square. Now, I don't know what that means. It's Jason Baker, right? This isn't coming from the Wyatt Six or anything. We know that he does a lot of work with WWE. He's responsible for like the Wyatt Six masks and the Fiend costuming and everything. So him posting this, a picture of him and Alexa together, is obviously very exciting. This, I don't know when this was taken. It could be an old image that's just been uploaded now. But I feel like he knows what he's doing. I think he knows how this works. If he knows that if he posts something of himself with Alexa, this is going to generate conversation. And people are going to be very interested because are they together at the moment? Is that why she's not on the European tour? Because she's getting something made from Jason Baker? I think Jason actually was responsible for the jacket that she wore when she came back at the Royal Rumble. So this could be from that time, to be honest. But very interesting. Something to be aware of. Little mini Alexa update there. So Jason posting that just an hour ago. So they're cooking, said JCOOO. Right, yeah, this is a big theory that's really gaining traction, and I think it's gaining traction because it's just got people talking. There is a theory doing the rounds that at WrestleMania, Paul Heyman might side with Seth Rollins. I think it's because Paul Heyman has shown such disgust for Seth. People are thinking, is that a little bit OTT? Could it be a bit of misdirection? Could it be that he wants us to think, oh, Seth Rollins only then at WrestleMania to side with Seth? Actually turn on Roman, turn on CM Punk. Two people he's shown a lot of love to, and actually side with the person that he's seemingly not had any love for. So here, like, you can see Fade saying the streets are saying this is how WrestleMania is going to end. A show of support, a show of respect, a handshake, a union between Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins. Now, when he says this is what the streets are saying, he doesn't mean Fightful, he doesn't mean PW Insider, he doesn't mean any news journalists. He just means that there's a bit of noise doing the rounds from a few fans that have kind of come to this conclusion at the same time, and as a result, it's kind of gaining some traction. Like, it's just fan theory, that's all. I personally would not be keen on this. I don't really see kind of how it works. I mean, I suppose Heyman could say he's had enough of Roman and Punk fighting and him being in the middle. And so he's decided to, like, align with Seth. And Seth, I think we could all agree, could do with something better than the visionary gimmick that he's got at the moment. So that would work for Seth. You could find a way of explaining it, but I just don't like these two together. I sort of feel like Roman is quite big, you know, he's larger than life. And same with Brock as well. I don't really feel that same way about Seth. I can't really see Seth standing there whilst Paul Heyman cuts promos for him. Like, this is just a union that doesn't quite work in my mind. But this is what some fan theory is speculating could happen. So I thought that I would present it to you because this got viewed over 500,000 times, this tweet. There was another one that was similar that got like hundreds of thousands of views as well. And I would say this was quite a talking point today. People deciding would they like this or not and debating about it. So Praying User Sports, shout out to you. Yeah, check this out. This was just 1 week before Naomi attacked Jade.
Got that title match tonight.
Hey, girl, we got this. And you know, Naomi, if anybody...
That was just a week before. We should have known. We should have known. I'm surprised that there's not been tweets doing the rounds going, we should have known all along. But there we go. That was a promo a week before Jade was attacked.
Hey, girl, we got this. And you know, Naomi, if anybody want to try it, we all...
And there's Naomi reposting it as well. Right, some news about WWE tryouts because there are European tryouts coming up. So there's Rio that was mentioned in Unseen a few weeks ago. So Corey Brennan of Fightful Selectors learnt that former Progress and ICW champion Rio is scheduled for the European tryout, right? So Julian just retweeting that. Portuguese talent Golden Boy Santos is set for the tryout. Now, I heard this guy has had some training with Gunther, so there's quite a bit of excitement around him. I don't know anything about him, to be honest, but yeah, he's part of that tryout as well. And here, Fightful Selectors learnt that Progress World Champion Luke Jacobs is set for the upcoming tryout. So the current Progress World Champion is also going to be on that tryout. So they're really picking up some big European names. So very exciting. These could be some faces that we see in WWE in the near future if they're all successful, right? So there we go. That was the WWE folder. Fun. There's a few bits in fun. Now, I would say some of the big news today is the fact that we're on the verge of Glasgow, Raw being in Glasgow, but also the live events are in Nottingham or were in Nottingham. So lots of stuff coming out of Nottingham. Few bits of Superstars being in Glasgow. Just little bits like that, really. Here's a video that Grayson Waller filmed of him in Glasgow, just giving us an update.
I was out here in beautiful sunny Glasgow, and I just want to do a bit of an apology. I'm here with the boys, and you know, I've said some mean things about Scotland and Glasgow. I said a lot of the women look like Shrek, and walking around here today, that's just not true, and I want to make sure I'm an honest guy. Because some of the women look like Donkey too, lad. How big were that girl's teeth? And there was actually this one girl who looked like Lord Farquaad. She was like 4'2". Heard she's actually the Miss Universe person for Scotland.
That was Rey Mysterio.
Oh, that was Rey? That was Rey Mysterio. No way. I didn't know he had the little bob under his mask. That's sick. Hey, shout out Scotland, you idiots.
So there we go. Just a little update there from Grayson Waller. So HB Zane, shout out to you. Yeah, this is called an unforgettable moment for this young CM Punk fan.
How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I'm good. Do you want a picture of that?
I think this is Nottingham.
Yeah, dude.
Have fun, show. I got you. Oh, wherever's best. Yeah. How you doing?
So there we go, young fan meeting CM Punk. Quite a few people around there, and I would imagine that's just outside the venue. So an unforgettable moment for a young CM Punk fan. This is really good. We need to go onto Instagram for this bit. So boom. Look at that little Chelsea Green fan. So there we go. Look at that costume. In Chelsea we trust. Look how honoured she is. Look how thrilled she is. There we go. I do love the little nod as she walks away. Like, I thought that was great. So yeah, really, really good. That's I don't know if that was in Nottingham or Belfast the other day or whatever, but you know, part of that UK tour they're on at the moment. Right, so Edward, thank you for that. Ewan said, it's even got the blade. Yeah, this is really cool. So Natalia said, this is so cool. And it's actually on display at Bret's bar, Hitman's, in Calgary. It's like a wrestling museum there. And there's an image here of, that's Ray and Natalya, Tyson Kids, Bret Hart. This is his bar, and you can see some of the stuff on the walls, right? The piece that she's talking about is really cool. It's this. 90s WWE posted this. And I believe it seems like a picture from the wall, actually, of that bar. So an awesome gift from Stone Cold to Bret Hart. So here, right, it says, Bret, thank you for the match of a lifetime. This was the match that made Stone Cold. It was always a pleasure and honor to work with you, your friend, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So you've got that lovely big picture, right, of the match. You've got Stone Cold having signed the thing, and then there is the blade that actually he used, I'm guessing, in this match to get the blood. So the little razor that he will have had tucked somewhere in a sweatband, or, you know, maybe the ref handed it over or whatever, that's the blade. And it's in a lovely little presentation. Isn't that amazing? That is so cool. That is so cool. And Natalya's like, yes, it's on display at his bar. So, yeah, I love that. I thought that was really interesting. Really. So, Ewan, thank you. Oh, this is brilliant. Read the sign, says WWE. Look at this. I trade. I don't know what that's. There's two sides. He says that side said, I'm Cody's stunt double. I'm Cody's stunt double. So there's a Cody fan. He's on the shoulder of Cody there. Look, and they've got this signed turnbuckle pad, right? And now here's a CM Punk fan that's come in. She's got a CM Punk sign. He's got a I'm Cody's stunt double sign. And there they are singing Cody Rhodes. Look at him. Look at him. We'll actually get an update. I had trade my... I can't see what it says. My pacifier. I had trade my pacifier to meet Cody. So that's what it says on the one side. I would trade my pacifier to meet Cody. On the other side, it says I'm Cody's stunt double. Oh, isn't that amazing, right? And this is from Nottingham. TJF 1983, thank you. So lots of footage, lots of images coming out. I believe it was like, I think Gunther and Solo taking on Cody and CM Punk in the main event. Cody and Punk winning, of course. And loads of images of them kind of, you know, smiling, laughing. There's even a little clip where I think Cody's in the ring and Punk's kind of looking up at him and his eyes look a little teary, like he's really proud of him. There's so many little clips that have kind of come out. I really like this one, though. So this one here, look, Cody goes over, he puts Punk on his shoulders. It's just a moment where he's thinking of turning heel, like, oh, no. I just love that moment there. And this is a bit awkward for Punk. I mean, I don't know how much Punk's loving being on his shoulders, but I do love that moment there where he's like, I could, you know. I've got the WWE champion right underneath me. No, I won't. So, yeah, there's loads of images and loads of stuff coming out from that. Henry, shout out to you. So Grayson Waller said, spoiler alert, my sources have told me that after a tough week working out their differences, Jay's partner will be the top rope. Do you remember last week when he went to do that splash over the top and it really did not go very well? Well, Grayson Waller reckons that they've sorted out their differences now. So obviously we need to find out who Jay's partner is going to be. A lot of people, myself included, thinking that it's going to be Joe Hendry. But that's obviously not guaranteed. But to be honest, I'll be shocked if it's anyone else. Right, here's an update. Look at this. There's that kid, right? Let's go full screen on this. So if we go full screen, which is there, we've got that kid. There he is being handed the turnbuckle pads. There he is holding it up, look, with his I'm Cody stunt double. We saw the video for this, of course. There he is with Cody. I mean, what an image to have when he's older. And there we go. Ah. I mean, if I was his parents, I would probably just move his arm away from the signature. I might even just take this away. You know what I mean? Put some like protective around it. Because, you know, you could quite easily wipe some of that signature off and you don't want to do that. But it doesn't look like it was the best pen, actually. Does it? It looks really faint. So that's a bit of a shame that they didn't have a better pen, but I don't think he minds, to be honest. I don't think he minds. So there we go. Quite the adventure for that young fan. Quite the day. So thank you, Cody and CM Punk. So I'm guessing that's the mother or the father of this young WWE fan. Here, Wendy Choo said, "Why do I look like Sasquatch?" I do like that. And Bayley said, "After an hour of being stuck in the middle of nowhere, alone and afraid, and shaking in my boots for 1 hour, I've been saved." So here, look, she said, "I'm stranded at a gym in Scotland. Q&A, please use #help." So someone saved her, but she was stranded in a gym. We said this the other day. If you don't go stalking superstars, but if you go down to like a local gym in the city centre, I would imagine, of like wherever they are, probably a good chance you're going to bump into wrestlers. Like, they do need to go to gyms whilst they're still on these tours. So here's Bayley today. She was at the gym. We can have a look at some images. That's a great picture. So there, look, we've got this painting on the wall of some jacked arms, and there's Bayley with her arms kind of tucked behind her back. So it looks like they're her arms. It's very good. That's very good. So there's that. Then she's trying this banana flavor protein shake, which looks amazing, actually. 53 grams of protein in that. That looks... I might have to check that out. I mean, not that I've got any need to check that out, but actually, banana-flavored drinks are really nice, so that looks really nice. There she is on a running machine, and I think at this point she was trapped. And then there she is in the back of what I would imagine is maybe like an Uber or something, as she's been rescued now. So there we go. That was Bayley's adventure in Glasgow. So that was the fun folder. Let's go other. Yeah, loads of stuff coming out of this show as well. I didn't want to like fill the folders full of the same sort of stuff. So here, I just think this is such a great moment. A lot of people reacting to this. I'm sure you've heard of Chris Bay and what happened to him. You know, suffering a horrific injury during a match in TNA, I believe. And he's obviously been told that he's only got a 10-20% chance of walking again, and horrific. Well, they actually did a benefit show for him, and of course he was there, and he came walking out, and it was quite the moment, and a lot of reaction to that. So wonderful, wonderful. Wish him all the very best as he continues on the road to recovery. Right, there was an indie wrestler that came out and was like, "I don't think people understand how hard it is for indie wrestlers. Like, you know, we really put the miles in, and sometimes not for much pay." And this actually prompted a couple of WWE superstars to respond. So here, look, Natalia said, "I made about $10 or $20 a match working for my uncles, lol, driving 9 hours to Cold Lake, Alberta, following the broken down Stampede Wrestling ring truck that carried the ring that we had to set up back in my day. But I loved every second of it. We had so much fun, and I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. I learned the most from those moments." Chelsea as well said, "I used to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday minimum every weekend from 2014 to 2019. Car, plane, car, wrestling, car, sleep for 3 hours, car, plane, repeat. I lived off packaged eggs from gas stations and protein shakes. I made $500 a show when I was making great money, and $20 a show for my first year or two. People just don't understand the grind. It takes special humans to be indie wrestlers." It's just a little glimpse, just a little insight, really, you know, of kind of how hard it is. You might look at Chelsea and Natalia and like, God, they've got it so good now, but it is true, you don't see the 10 years that it took, or 15 years that it took for them to actually get there. You know, and actually get to that stage. A lot of the times it's worth remembering, you don't see the journey. You only see people that have reached their final destination, if you will, you know. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of really interesting to read from those two. Right, Wrestle Night, thank you. Kevin Owens is going to be doing a meet and greet at Spook Gala. This is in Florida, Tampa. It's going to be on, he said, Sunday. It's for the Florida Disaster Fund. And I don't know the date, unless it's slapping me in the face somewhere. There we go. April 4th to 6th. Florida State Fairgrounds in Tampa. Kevin Owens is going to be there. Sunday only. So if you're in that area and you would like to meet Kevin Owens, there you go. Now you can. And Giulia returned at a house show. Now, I don't know that she's back full time, but apparently she went after Cora Jade's, right? And then made it very clear she wants to get her belt back. Now, because this is a house show, it might not actually translate to anything that's going to happen on TV anytime soon. So I don't know if she's still going to be out for a little bit. I don't know if she's just doing house shows to kind of, keep in with what's going on. I really don't know. But what this means, if it's going to affect NXT, if Giulia's going to be coming back now, because maybe like the visa issue was the big problem. And if that's resolved, maybe we can, start to bring her back into stories. But I don't know. I'm personally not expecting to see her for the next few weeks at least. But very interesting that she's still popping up at house shows. So just that little bit of news as well. Okay, community folder. So Wrestle Night getting a repost from Scarlett. So congrats. That was in regards to Chris Bay as well. Carrion, of course, was actually competing on that show and I believe was victorious. Muggsy said, I picked up these at Walmart today. The Undisputed Championship is a real rare one, and I got it in my first pack. We have looked at these before. I really like them. So these, you can pick them up. They're like, you slap them around your wrist, right? And they're like belts, but they're really quite detailed. So they're in the right shape and they've got lots of detail on them. And I think they look really good. I could really get into collecting these. I think if they had like all the old designs as well, all the old belts, the ones from like the golden era as well. If they were going to go into that level of detail, I could start collecting those. They look brilliant. So Muggsy, shout out to you. Tyler, shout out to you. Said I didn't expect R-Truth to repost and comment. So there we go. R-Truth with a repost and comment for Tyler. Congrats. Raymond getting a like from, I don't know if that's the real Isla Dawn or not. I'm not sure, but that is the real Zelina. So many congrats, my friends. Ashley as well, getting a like from Slagent P. Love that. Chris said, after seeing the recent Unseen with Triple H in the Shield, Roman was out with mumps. I was at the Butlin show that year, and it was amazing seeing Triple H. Right. So he was out with mumps, apparently, Roman, so that's why Triple H ended up stepping in. And we've got a few images from Butlins, when they used to do Butlins. I don't think they do Butlins anymore, but that's really, really cool. Butlins is like a holiday park, and you can go there and like stay in a chalet or a caravan or something, and then like go to a wrestling show if they were there, or go to the bar, or they have like lots of different kinds of entertainment on and whatever. So very cool. Misters 383 said, Days, clearing things up because I need to move, and I found these old 2005 bits when they came to Adelaide, South Australia. My dad has got pictures of me and my brother with Scotty 2 Hottie as well, so very cool. Check these out. So this is from 2005. There is the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, Australia 2005. Those are the places that they went to. Cena as well. This is old school Cena, Chain Gang Cena. So very cool. So some nice bits there. We've got another one here as well. Check that out. Look at that Raw shirt with all the stars from the time periods. So very good. Mistress 383. Thank you, my friend. Is it a thread? Is it? Did I miss others? Got that one. Oh yeah, just those two. Wonderful. And there we go. That was community. So as we said, not the biggest unseen. Past few weeks we haven't actually been doing an unseen on a Sunday, but I felt like there was enough there to put an episode out for you guys. So hope you enjoyed it. Just thanks to get through, and then we will be back. Don't forget, earlier with Raw, we'll be doing the watch along. I'll do an unseen after it as well. Of course, we'll do the review and everything. So all of that coming up later as well. So Casper, Johnny, Jimmy Johnson, Parker, Tiffy Time, Huddle Talk, Patrick Smith, CM Chunk, Mitchell, Bradley, World Hardcore Wrestling, Hieronymus Drake, Parker Tiffy Time, Phantom 67, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Wild Child Billy, Kelly the Wise Lady, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Metal Mama, Raymond's, Las Vegas Mets, Blake Tinker, Prain User Sports, Real Wrestling Fan, Football 24085, love that, Big Bam, and Larry, a big thank you for all the support, for the retweets and everything. Really do appreciate it. So there we go. Just a quick one today. Actually, probably clocked in not too much shorter than usual, but yeah, not tons of news in this one. But yeah, let's see what they've got for us on Raw. Obviously, we know Intercontinental Championship match coming up. We know as well we've got a Women's Intercontinental Championship match with Lyra against Raquel, and Cody and Cena under the same roof once again. So should be good. Right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.